Today, the champion we are fixing, Riot, nerf Graves. This is how Riot can fix Graves. Nerf him. Please. God. Nerfing Graves saves the jungle. Think about the trees, Riot. Think about the environment. Think about the planet. Nerf Graves. Graves shuts down half the cast of junglers. He just full up counters anyone who doesn't do well with being invaded. Even in a meta where invading was bad, Graves still dominated by invading because he's just broken. And he has been for multiple seasons now. And to show that he is broken and balance him a little bit, Riot just buffed him again. And it's just like, when was the last time Graves was bad? When was Graves a bad pick? What's their argument? They're buffing Graves so that he can be showed off at MSI or whatever's coming up. And it's just like, what are you showing off? Graves is so boring. Graves is boring to watch. It's boring to play. He's such a dumb champion. There's just very little counterplay to him. He just appears over the wall because he has a dash or he can flash. He shoots you, dashes, gets another bullet, shoots you again, shoots you once more since apparently his double barrel shotgun has 3 bullets if he dashes. And now you're just dead. Because, yeah. And what are you going to do back in that time? You're not doing nothing in the span of 3 auto attacks. No other junglers auto attacking for that much damage. They have to have their spells up and completely ready. And they just won't. Not to mention he could just pop into a lane, pick up a kill if he sees someone low. And there's just, it's not necessarily his ganking power, it's just how little counterplay you have to his invades and how free and easy it is because he takes no damage while clearing the jungle. He clears fast and then he just goes into your jungle and kills you no matter what you're doing. You're going to try and run. You're just going to forfeit your jungle because that's your only option. You have to have your team collapse on him somehow. But chances are that's not going to happen. Most invade junglers get absolutely shut down by your team collapsing, but nobody ever collapses. They're all hyper-focused on their own lane. And it's just, get them out. Just please, just get them out. I'm so tired of seeing Graves. It brings back so many other junglers that are way cooler, way more fun to watch, but they have to slowly farm up, and they just can't. They haven't been able to play the game for God knows how long now because Graves has just dominated the space entirely. There's nothing in particular about Graves' kit that needs change. I feel like Graves perfectly portrays the character that he's meant to portray. I'm just tired of seeing him. Like, he had his time in the spotlight. He's had way too much time in the spotlight. And I don't even understand the reason why he's had this much time in the spotlight. Like, they're not even putting out new skins for the champion. He's just there. Always. Constantly. Taking over. Completely shifting the meta. And it's just like, get rid of him. Let some other cool champions take over. Let the hard farming junglers have a time in the spotlight. Give us something cool. Where's the Shyvana? Where's the Ivern? Like, they don't even get a chance. Where's Evelyn? Nidalee? Nidalee can't even keep up anymore. Nidalee's been completely drowned out in the jungle because Nidalee can't keep up with Graves. Nidalee's cooler than Graves. Like, what is there to see? Him come over the wall and 2-shot somebody? That's all. He gets super fed, and that's all he is for the rest of the game. Oh, now Graves is in a team fight. Bang, bang! He just deleted their front line. Whoa! Whoa! No, get him out. Get him out. I'm done with it. Yeah. He's making a whole video about complaining about him for 2 years. Yeah, why has Graves been strong for 2 straight years? What is one patch where Graves has been in a bad spot and all of these hard farming junglers and other invade junglers have had a time to actually play the game? You gotta ban Graves every game if you plan on playing one of these champions because he just rules the meta for the jungle. He's not as strong now because broken tanks like Lee Sin and Gragas and whatnot, or like bruisers have taken over, and Graves actually can't one-shot them, so he can't do what he wants to do. But all the same, the junglers that he has stepped on to get to where he is are still stepped on. Like, they can't compete with these other junglers either. Like, they can't compete with Lee Sin and Gragas either, so they're still out of the picture. And it's not that they need a buff. It's Graves needs nerfed. But Graves is still getting buffed. Because these champions will fall out of the meta, as they always do. Lee Sin, Gragas, and that being strong for MSI makes sense because those are big MSI champions. Graves getting buffed doesn't make sense because he's already strong, and they're just making him strong enough to compete with these other junglers. And it's just like, why? Why? Who at Riot loves Graves this much? Like, who and why? What does this champion bring for you? And yeah, I'm just so tired of it. I'm just so tired. I would love to see some more diversity out of him. Like I said, there's nothing really wrong with his skill sets. I like the champion. I think he's cool. And I honestly wouldn't mind him being strong from time to time. It's just the fact that it has been multiple years straight of Graves pushing other champions that I think would be really cool to see completely out of being able to play the game. It's just depressing. Like, who's running the patch balance team over there? Because man, Graves must be paying them a ton. And so yeah, that's how I would fix Graves, is get rid of him. Not even, you don't have to get rid of him. Just make him weak. Make him trash for a while. And you can bring him back. Just, dear God, it's so miserable seeing him constantly.